Okay, well, good morning. Oh, no, not morning. So good afternoon, everybody, or maybe good evening. All right, so let's see how many people. Ooh. Sorry about that. That was my iPad. Let's see. Okay, good. We have about only three people here right now. But so when you guys get here, if you're here, can you type in the chat box? Just say like hello. Oh, there we go. Okay, so it looks like so is here. Sorry, so Hittite San. Can you hear? Can you hear me? Okay. Just want to make sure the audio is okay. So seems like every time I start this video, I don't have the audio set up correctly. So can you just tell me? Say, hey, I can hear you, or no, I can't hear you. Okay, good. You can hear. All right, so looks like we have, oh, no, only three people here. All right, so let's get on. Can you make sure to tell all your friends to come, everybody in the class? Sir, okay, good. Augustus is here. Good. It says, hi, sir, I can hear you. Okay, good. Yeah, just let's go ahead and we'll wait a few more seconds for more people to join. But in the meantime, if you guys on your maybe let your friends know to come to class, all right, if they can, because right now we only have. Let me see how many people we have here now. We have four people here. Okay, seems like each week we get less and less people coming. Okay, well, we're going to go ahead. Well, first, I'll talk about some of the things we're going to talk about today. What it's going to do. So last week, we finished up with how to write a full IELTS-based opinion essay. And then so at the second half of the class today, from here on out, it's all going to be about reviewing the structure of your essay. So I had one person. See here, her name or their name was, I think it was Smile. The line name was Smile. Oh yeah, here we go, Smile. So Smile asked me to check their essay, and I was pleasantly surprised because really what this study is about, it's not about teacher feedback, but it's about peer feedback. And I was pleasantly surprised that this student's structure was really good, and about how they started off the essay with a paraphrase statement. Okay, so that's generally how you should start off your IELTS-based opinion essay, is with a paraphrased statement from the question you're given. Okay, like for example, if some people, Maria, hello. Okay, how some people, an example would be some people like summer vacation, or other people like winter vacation. And then the paraphrase statement is, it is argued that some people prefer summer vacation, whereas other people prefer winter vacation. Okay, that's how you want to start off your IELTS-based Task 2 opinion essay. So yeah, and also it came to my attention last week that maybe some of you aren't so happy with your mentor. Okay, so if that's the case, please let me know. Okay, I'm here to help you. I'm here to help you. All right, so our student manager, May, I know many of you have met. She's also from Myanmar. So she's the one that really, she's the student manager of this program. Okay, and what this program is about, again, it's not about teacher feedback, but it's about peer feedback. Okay, and if you guys don't like your mentor, that's okay. It's okay. Don't be afraid to tell either me or to tell May. And then what I can do is then I can put you at a different time, and I can ask a team leader about like a different mentor that maybe it would fit you better. Okay, like for example, I know that on, I think it was Wednesday is really good. For those of you that are in Wednesday afternoon, you're very lucky because you have a really good team leader. Okay, and it looks like people give really good feedback. Okay, so again, if maybe you would like a different mentor, that's okay. Okay, I'm here to help you. So either talk with me, talk with May. She's the student manager from Myanmar, and she's been helping me with this peer assisted learning center for, oh gosh, maybe about 2 years now. So she knows a lot. Okay, or speak with your team leader. Okay, so that they can find a mentor that maybe is a better match for you. Okay, so again, I want to make sure. Okay, Maria says, I am happy with my mentor. Okay, good, very nice. Very okay. That makes me happy. Okay, all right. So why don't we? Let's see how many people we have here now. Oh, now we're up to about 10 people. So okay, so that's okay. All right. So why don't we go ahead and start now? All right. So this is what we're going to talk about here today. Uh-oh. My mouse just froze. All right. I'll go over some questions because it looks like my mouse just stopped working. But let me see here. So it says, okay, so it says, Su Sung Su says, teacher, can we get essay earlier? Yeah, I wanted to give the essay earlier, but the team leaders, they were complaining because what happens is when we get the essay, what I can do is I can give you the essay earlier. Maybe I can give it to you Sunday night. I can give it to you then. But then you give feedback. You give your feedback to your mentor. That would be fine. Yeah. So why don't I do that? I'll give you your essay on maybe Sunday night, and then you have it. What I'll do is I'll give you both your. This is frustrating. My mouse just stopped working. This is annoying. All right, I'll have to go unplug my mouse. But what I can do is that I can I can give you the pre-writing activity and the essay. I can post that into the line group on, let's say, on Sunday night, okay? But then when you submit the final essay, I'll submit that on Friday night to you guys, because I had some team leaders. They were complaining that some students, they would turn their homework in on a Wednesday when I posted it on the line group, and then when they come to their mentor on Thursday or Friday, they would say, "Oh well, I already submitted the homework." So then the mentor would give, or mentor team leader would give them a different essay. Okay. So what I'll do is, I will post. I'll send you guys the pre-writing activity and the essay that you work with your mentor. I'll post that onto your line group on Sunday night. Okay. But then on Friday night is when you have to submit your homework. Okay. My mouse just stopped working, so just a second here. Oh no. I have no way to change it. Oh my goodness. This is frustrating. All right, give me a couple seconds here. Okay, now it's working. I've never had that happen before. Basically, the mouse cursor wouldn't show up on the screen. But okay, well, let's get started here. All right, we got another message here. For Su Song Su says, I just got today from your white. Some of my friends already get since Monday. Okay, well, what it is normally what I do is I give out the essay during the time you meet with your mentor. Okay, but what I can do is I'll give out the essay to everybody on Sunday night on your line group, on the writing, on the, I forget what it's called, the writing, what do we call that thing? or in the Writing Academic Study line group. I'll post the essay there on Sunday night, and also post the pre-writing activity. Then when you meet with your mentor, actually that may be a good idea, is that you do it, maybe you write the essay by yourself. Now, since we're halfway through the study, now you know how to write an IELTS-based academic essay. So then I'll send it to you on I'll send it to you on Sunday night, and that way you can write the essay by yourself. Then when you meet your mentor, you can give them your feedback, then you can give them your essay, and then they can give you feedback. So that may be the best way to go now. Okay, so I'll post it on Sunday night onto the line group, and then I'll post the assignment that you sent to me. It'll be on Microsoft Forms. I'll post that onto the line group Friday night at 10. So really all you need to do is, if you've already written your essay, you've already gotten feedback, and then you correct it by yourself, then all you have to do is cut and paste it on Friday night into Forms, and then I get it right away. Okay, so yeah, so that's what I'll do. So that's a good idea. Oh, Sebastian said, yes, Su Young Su, the other group mentors give the essay so early, but for my mentors are so quiet. Sorry about that. So what I'll do, I'll give it to you guys. I'll give you guys the essay topic on Sunday night, okay? Then when you meet your mentor, because realize some people meet their mentors on Mondays, and some of them meet them on Fridays. So that's why, okay? All right, okay, that's what I'll do. So I'll post it on the line group Sunday night, okay? All right, so let's go ahead and get started here. So today, we're just going to be reviewing the structure of the essay. But first, we're going to start off with word collocations. Then we're going to talk about prepositional phrases. Then we're going to talk about using modifiers. And lastly, we're going to review the structure of an IELTS-based essay. And especially, I want everyone to get practice on writing their paraphrase statement. Okay? All right. So here we go. So who can tell me, what are word collocations? Can anybody type in the box? What do you think? What are word collocations? Anybody know? I want at least somebody. At least Augustus. Can you type in the chat box? What are word collocations? Let's see how many people are here now. Now we got 13. Okay, that's a little better. Okay. So I think probably most of you watch this video not live. I think most of you watch it during the week. Because I saw that about let me see, how many people watched this video last week? Last week it was about 130 watched the video. So yeah, I think most of you watched it during the week. So nobody. Okay, here we go. Maria says using the words suitably. Okay, and Maria, can you give me an example of a word collocation? So like a good example of these are the words, this right here, are do, make, and take. Okay. So like there are some words, okay, here we go. So says the two words that are limited to use together. Okay. And so sometimes not just two words. It can be more than two words. All right. So for example, we might say for do, we'd say do the laundry. Or then, but we don't say make the laundry. We can say make lunch. Okay. Sebastian says word collocation refers to how words go together or form fixed relationships. Okay, good. So here we go. It is, so a collocation is made up of two or more words that are commonly used together in English. Think of collocations as words that usually go together. There are different kinds of collocations in English. We have strong allocations are word pairings that are expected to come together, such as combinations with make or do. I think for me the most common ones as a teacher I come across is do, make, and take. So you can say let's make lunch, But we can also say, let's do lunch. So make lunch is when you put them on, you put everything together. But let's do lunch means, maybe let's have a meeting during lunchtime. Maybe we'll go out to eat at a restaurant. And then we say do make, and then we say make lunch, and then take. Take is another one. Okay, you can say let's take a lunch. Okay. There we go. So says do homework. Very good. Yeah, we don't say make homework. We say do homework. Make a mistake. That's actually a very, very good one. Very good job there, Somo. Okay, good. So now let's keep going here. Okay, so this example of make a cup of tea or do your homework. All right, so now let's see. How would you finish this sentence using the word collocations? The negotiator was looking for a way to blank the two sides together. How would you finish that sentence? The negotiator was looking for a way to blank the two sides together. Get the two sides together. So Sebastian says, get, bring. Yeah, actually, I think the negotiator was looking for a way to get the. Yeah, actually, get could be an answer, but I think bring sounds maybe a little more natural. Yeah, so bring. So when we say bring, when you say bring the sides together, it means okay, one person's believe this. They believe this, and then the negotiator, it's their job to, make them, bring them together. So they meet at here, and they agree on both sides. So you can say, get the two sides together. Get would be okay, but I think bring is better in terms of talking about a negotiator. Okay. Catch, no, we wouldn't say catch. I would say we bring the two sides together. Okay, so next one, here we go. He came into the room quietly so that he wouldn't attention. So how would you finish that sentence? He came into the room quietly so he wouldn't catch attention? So it looks like we have catch, get attention, get. Looks like we get and catch. Okay, I'm gonna say. Even though I did this, I made this last night, but I forgot. But for me, I would say bring attention. Let's see here. Draw attention. Okay. Yeah, actually, I think bring and draw can be both can be okay. Okay. So this just means about how he didn't want other people to notice that he was coming into the room. When you bring attention to yourself. Or if you draw attention, so other people looking at you. That's what that means. Okay, all right. So next one, here we go. The politician promised to change his community if he was elected. So what would be the correct collocation for this? The politician promised to do change? So Su Sung Su says do change? Bring change? So yes, bring change to the community if he was elected. Okay, now next one is number 4. While Mom was preparing meals, I helped her and the laundry. So I think maybe I already talked about this one at the beginning of class today. Do laundry. Okay, but remember, when you're filling in these sentences, you want to make sure that you change it to the correct tense. Because here it says, I helped her, and... Okay, should be did. Yeah, sorry. I was typing this late last night, so it should be while Mom was preparing meals, I helped her and did the laundry. Yes, so this my mistake here. Okay, next one. Here we go. Number 5. So the actors, the ideas of the director to life. So the actors, what? How would you finish that sentence? Now remember, this is another one that you might have to change the tense from present to past. Catch the ideas of the director. The actors, but how about bring? What's the past tense of bring? Get? No. It is brought. So the actors brought the ideas of the director to life. So this is past tense. Past tense of bring is brought. Okay, next one. Here we go. So we have to some more research before we can publish the results. Oh, good. Well, we're up to about 19 people now. Oh, we had just lost one. Now I'm back down to 18. But okay. So we have to what? Do some more research before we can publish the results. I think do sounds like the correct one. Yes, do research. Okay, all right, good. Now, number 7. I'm sorry, I didn't. Your name. Could you tell me again? So what's the missing collocation? Is it bring, catch, do, draw, or get? Get? Yeah, see, this may be another one. It could be more than one. And Maria says catch. Everyone else says get. Maria says catch. Me personally, I would say catch, but get would be also. Second here. Now, here we go. The answer is catch. So both catch or bring. Drink some water here. Okay, good. Now I'm a lot better with my throat. Okay, next one. The mafia boss had his associates do everything for him, so he didn't have to his hands dirty. So what would be the correct answer? Get. So says get. Let me see here. Yes. So this is kind of a common phrase. We say, get your hands dirty. Okay. So in terms of this one, it has like two meanings. One of them, get your hands dirty, mean maybe you get dirt on your hands. But also, get your hands dirty is talking about doing something illegal or against the law. Okay. All right, next one. Here we go. I was sitting too close to the fire, so my newspaper fire. Okay, so this one, another one where you may need to change the tense of the verb. Su Sung Su says caught. Okay, I think you're right. Caught fire. Yes, very good. All right. Okay, now, number 10. Ooh, your duty and arrest those two muggers. So, how would you finish this sentence? Your duty. Maybe this is something you would say to the police officer. Is you say, your duty and arrest those two muggers. Oh, Sebastian said do. You said do first. Let's see here. Yes, okay, good job. Number 11. The journalist revealed some exciting details and the crimes of the company the crimes of the company to light. So the journalist revealed some exciting details and the crimes of the company to light. And so this may be another one that's you have to use past tense because they're talking about something that has already caught the crimes of the company to light. Drew, get. draw. Drew. I would say, and again, I kind of, oh, there we go. That's the one. That's what I was going to say. So Kunjan, okay, I think maybe Kunjan's right. Let's see here. Brought the crimes of the company to light. So what this means, when you bring something to light, means you let everybody know what's been happening. Whether it can be, usually it's bad, but sometimes it's good. But it's usually it's information that not a lot of people know, and then you let them know. So that means they brought the news to light. Okay. All right. Very nice. Good. Number 12. Okay, so even though I'm an adult, I still a kick out of putting toys together. This would be me. Okay, even for me, it's especially I like Legos. So I like putting together, even though I used to put together Legos when I was a kid. I still like Legos. Now I love Star Wars Legos. Okay, so Lawyer says frown. What's a frown? Doing. Okay, even though I'm an adult, I still get. So it looks like Ball Hill Fachai says get. Let's see. Get. So yeah. So again, this is another common English expression. Get a kick out of. Means something you like to do. Also, I like to. I get a kick out of putting together models. Usually like toy cars. I like buying like a model kit, and then put them together to make the nice car. And usually one car will take me about 1 month to finish. But then my wife, she goes, "That's for kids. Are you a kid?" But me, I still like doing it. Okay, all right. Next one here. Number 13 says, you can't behave like that. You must align between your private and professional life. And again, this is another English expression we use a lot. You must align between your private and professional life. And this is something that they do a lot in Japan. When I used to work in Japan, is that you have your personal life and you have your private life, and you don't mix the two. Yeah, there we go. That's what I was looking for. So Maria, draw a line. Okay, here we go. So you can't behave like that. You must draw a line between your private life and professional life. So one time, this is many years ago, I was doing an internship at a hotel in Tokyo, and then one of my coworkers asked me why I was smiling, and said, "Oh, I'm thinking about tomorrow, my day off. I'm going to go to this place. It's going to be really fun." And he told me, "Oh, you have to be careful. You have to separate your work life with your personal life." So, yeah. But in the West, we mix them. We mix them together. Same in Thailand. I think we mix them together. Your work life and your professional life. Okay, next. Here we go. Next one. Number 14. You must wear something warmer or else you'll a cold. So this one, probably most of you know. This is a very common expression. What do you think? You must wear something warmer or else you'll get a cold. Yeah, you can say get. But there's also another one. Catch. There we go. Kunjan. There we go. All right. I think both of them get a cold but maybe catch a cold. This is we say this. This is more maybe colloquial speech, meaning when we talk, we say you can say get a cold, but I would say if it's an expression, we say catch a cold. When you're speaking, when we call this colloquial speech, we say catch a cold. Okay, all right, but get a cold can be same. Same meaning. Okay, next one. Here we go. Number 15. The 4-leaf clover I got from my girlfriend. Me luck at the test. Or you could say on the test. So how would you finish that sentence? Catch me luck at the test? Augusta says, catch me luck at the test? Which I think is catch as well. Bring me luck. Maria says, bring me luck. Let me see here. Brought. Okay. Again, remember, you have to make sure with some of these expressions, you have to change the tense. Because this one, it's talking about an event that so I guess Somo was the one that got this right first. So you may have to change the tense if something happened in the past. Okay, here we go. Number 16. So when the robber tried to escape from the bank, the police were already waiting and him red-handed. And I think maybe there's 18 of the word collocations here, I think, if I remember right. So what do you think? The police were already waiting and bring him red-handed? Catch? Now remember, so this was when the robber tried to escape. So this is talking about an event that happened in the past. So that's going to be caught. So is it Bowie? Bowie Hill? It said caught first. Let's see here. Yes, caught him red-handed. Okay, so this is another English expression we use. If you got caught red-handed, is it somebody caught you doing something bad or someone caught you doing something illegal? Okay. Usually it's in terms of when you break the law about something. Okay, here we go. Next one. Number 17. If you don't start learning more, you'll badly in the test next week. So this one is talking about the future. So no past tense because we're talking about in the test next week. So if you don't start learning more, you'll what? Badly in the test or on the test next week. Do. Okay, good. Very nice. So that is Bowie Hill. Okay, so you said do first. Yes, okay. And one more here, I believe. So arguing like this will us nowhere. We must start from the beginning. Yeah, I think the air, I'm here in my office right now. I think the air is kind of dusty, kind of making me cough a little bit here. Okay. Arguing like this will get. There we go. So Bowie. So get us nowhere. All right, good. So now we're going to jump into our prepositional phrases. So who can tell me? So I want you to type in the chat box. What are prepositional phrases? What do you think? What are prepositional phrases? Who can tell me? What are prepositional phrases? Let's see how many people we have here now. We have, oh, wow, good. We got more than last week. Little more than last week, but less than the first week. So we got about 26 people here. Who can tell me? What is the meaning of a prepositional phrase? Anybody know? Here we go. Susong Su says, in, onto, with, more than. Okay. Look into, like, into. Okay. Yeah, those are good. Susong Su, those are all examples of prepositions. Like in, on, at, over, above, under, over. But what are prepositional phrases? Or maybe can you. Okay, here we go. Okay, so Maria says prepositional phrases are the modifier for a noun. Okay. Prepositional phrase is a group of words consisting of, okay, yeah. So I would go with both Maria and Sebastian. Okay. So let's see what the actual definition is. So A prepositional phrase is a modifying phrase consisting of a preposition and its object. Okay, examples of preposition: across, in, under, around, beneath, over, up, without, etc. All right, so basically, for a prepositional phrase, is you're going to have a preposition in the beginning, and then you're going to have an object together. Like, let's say, I went to the beach on the weekend. So that's on the weekend would be the prepositional phrase, or at the beach. I got a new shirt at the beach. So prepositional phrase would be at the beach. Okay, and so one thing you want to remember is that the first word in a prepositional phrase will be a preposition. Okay, all right. So now let's practice prepositional phrases. Okay, so now the phrase "we walked up the stairs." So what is the prepositional phrase in this sentence? Who can tell me? What is the prepositional phrase? Is it we walked, or walked up? What is the prepositional phrase? Walked up? Okay, walked. No, actually, if you say walk up, that's what we call a phrasal verb. Ooh, up the stairs. There we go. Here we go. So let's see here. Yes, up the stairs. Okay. So remember what I said. For a prepositional phrase, the first letter is going to be, the first word is going to be a preposition followed by like an object. Okay. Now, walk up, that's an example of what we call a phrasal verb. So maybe that's something we can talk about next week, but I'll type that in the chat box here. Okay, that's what we call a phrasal verb. Okay, so phrasal verb, that's just a verb plus a preposition, and then it has a different different meaning. Okay, maybe we'll talk about phrasal verbs next week, because I think phrasal verbs, that's probably one of the more difficult things to learn when learning English, because it's just you have a verb plus a preposition together creates a special meaning. Like, for example, sit down, stand up, get in, get out, get on. So that can be more difficult, but yeah. So let's go into the second one here. Okay, my mom took a walk around the block. So what would be the prepositional phrase for this? Again, remember, the first word, it's going to be a preposition. Okay? So what would be the prepositional phrase for this? Oh my gosh, now we're down to 18 people only. Oh no. Okay, around the block. Around the block. Good, very nice. Great job, everybody. Okay, number 3. I looked under the bed. Okay, so now tell me, what would be the prepositional phrase for this one? I looked under the bed. Under the bed, under the bed, under the bed. Yes, looks like everybody's getting this one right. Under the bed. Okay, now you guys are starting to catch the hang of this. Okay, next one. The girl looked behind the door for her friend who was hiding. Who was hiding? Yeah, I always forget to get close to the mic. Okay. The girl looked behind the door for her friend who was hiding. Okay, we have some people saying under the bed, then we have look behind. Again, look behind, that's going to be an example of a phrasal verb. So you have look as a verb, behind as a preposition. Okay, most of you got it right, behind the door. Okay, let's see here. So it is behind the door. Okay. All right, now number 5. Don't leave without your coat. So what would be the correct, or what is the prepositional phrase? Behind the door? No, that's from the last one. Without your coat? Without your coat? Not rejoice. Without, that's a preposition, but we need the prepositional phrase, which is without your coat. Okay, number 6. At noon, we all went to lunch. So what would be the prepositional phrase for this one? At noon, at noon. So it looks like maybe we have about a 10-second delay here. Okay. Ooh, went to lunch. Now remember, went is a verb. So we're looking for the first word of a prepositional phrase is a preposition. So it's going to be, whoopsie. It's going to be, come on. There we go, at noon. Okay, next one. During lunch, we had a basketball tournament. So during lunch, we had a basketball tournament. So what would be the prepositional phrase? During lunch. Yes, okay. Looks like most of you got it right. During lunch. Okay, very nice. Now, number 8. The car traveled at a high speed. The car traveled at a high speed. So what would be the prepositional phrase? Tha Lin just said D. Oh, at a high speed. Okay, most of you got that right. Okay, good. At a high speed. Number 9. For a fraction of the cost, you can buy a watermelon. For a fraction of the cost, you can buy a watermelon. So, Tha Lin says AAHS. Ooh, Sebastian, of the cost? Ooh, there we go. I think Marie got it right. For a fraction of the cost. See here. Yes, for a fraction of the cost. Very good. Number 10. So, the boy tried to finish the race at any cost. The boy tried to finish the race at any cost. So we have at any Sebastian says at any cost. Let me see here. Yes, very good. So at any cost. Okay, now we're going to get into talking about using modifiers. So does anybody know what is a modifier? Who can tell me what is a modifier? What is a modifier? Now, Tha Lin, do you have a special code? It says AAC. What do you mean by AAC? Oh, I see. At any cost. Okay. Now I see. Now, how about this one? Can anybody tell me what are modifiers? An adverb? So Augustus says adverb. Sebastian says a modifier is a word or phrase or clause that modifies. Hence the word modifiers. Okay. All right. Let's see. Let's see what it says here. So a modifier is a word or phrase that adds detail or description to a sentence. Okay. So that can mean many things. Okay. So while modifiers are great for adding detail and interest to sentences, they must be used carefully so that the reader understands the details being added. Okay? Yeah, so many times when you add details, but if you don't add them correctly, then many people, they will get confused about what you're trying to say. So let's see here. It says, Rejoice says a descriptive word as an adjective or adverb. Okay, could be adverb or verb. Maria says modifiers are something that make nouns or pronouns special. The adjective, adverb, and other things. Okay, good. So what we're going to talk about now is that I'm going to give you some examples of modifiers that were used incorrectly, and then you have to come up with a better way to say it. Okay, so let's say, for example, this one here. He painted her sitting on the step. So this would be an example of one that's kind of not clear, because he said he painted her sitting on a step. So who was sitting on the step? Was the painter sitting on the step while he painted the girl, a picture of the girl, or was the girl sitting on the step? So this is an example of a sentence that's not clear. So then a correct way of saying it would be this right here. So he painted her as he was sitting on the step. Because if you look here, the first word, we don't really know who's on the step. Is it the painter or the girl? Okay, so this one, it's a lot more clear. So he painted her as he was sitting on the step. Okay, so now let's we're gonna get going here. The first one, they gave a cat to my sister named Fluffy. Now who's Fluffy? Is it the cat or the sister? So how would you make this sentence more clear or clearer for the reader? Because Fluffy sounds like a cat's name. So if you wanted to make this more clear for the reader, so that they would know that, oh, okay, the thing that is Fluffy is the cat, not the sister. How would you rephrase this sentence? What do you guys think? Anybody? How would you rephrase this sentence? Okay, we still got about 22 people here. So how would you rephrase this sentence? Okay, here we go. Maybe there's a big delay in the feed now, but okay. So it said, Su Sung Su says, they gave a cat named Fluffy to my sister. Okay, that's very clear. They gave a cat that, you can say, they gave a cat that was named Fluffy to my sister. Good. A cat named Fluffy was given to my sister. Good. They gave a cat to my sister called Fluffy. Yeah, I would say for Sebastian, say they gave a cat by the name of Fluffy to my sister. Okay, so you want the reader to understand. So here, let's see what the answer is. Okay, they gave a cat named Fluffy to my sister. Okay, so you want to make sure the reader understands that Fluffy is the cat, not the sister. Okay, and then Kunjan says they gave my sister a cat named Fluffy. They gave my sister. Okay, yeah, that would work too. Okay, good. Okay, and in many cases like this, when we're rewriting a sentence, there could be more than one answer. Okay, all right. Says Napa says they gave a cat which was named Fluffy to my sister. Okay, good. Number 2. Looks like thank goodness. Okay, now the student was punished by the teacher who cheated on the test. Okay, so now probably the teacher didn't cheat on the test, but with this sentence, it's not really clear who cheated. So how would you make this more clear to let everyone know that the person who cheated was the student, not the teacher? What would you say? How would you rephrase the sentence? So the student was punished by the teacher who cheated on the test. Because now it sounds like the teacher cheated. Okay, here we go. So Su Sung Soo says the student who cheated on the test was punished by the teacher. Perfect. Very nice. Okay, good. And then So said the student who cheated on the test was punished. Okay, good. So the student who cheated on the test. Okay, it looks like all of you are getting it right. Okay, let's see what it says here. So the student who cheated on the test was punished by the teacher. Very nice. Number 3. Chased by a lion, the photographer saw a terrified gazelle. So how would you make this a little more clear? So this one, it's chased by the lion. So who was chased by the lion? Was it the photographer or the gazelle? Probably the gazelle. Okay. So how would you rephrase this sentence to let the reader know that it wasn't the photographer being chased, but it was the gazelle? How would you change this sentence to make it a little more clear? All right, here we go. So now, Su Sung Soo says the photographer was chased by a lion and saw a terrible. Ooh, so the photographer was being chased. Okay. The photographer saw a terrified gazelle, which was, or you can say, Maria says, which was being chased by a lion. Okay, that could be good. The photographer saw a terrified gazelle chased by a lion, or you say saw a terrified gazelle which was being chased by a lion. Okay, let's see what it says here. All right. So the photographer saw a terrified gazelle chased by a lion. Okay. I would say the photographer saw a terrified gazelle which was being chased by a lion. Okay? All right. Let's see what Sebastian says. The photographer saw the gazelle chased by a lion. Okay. All right. So let's go next one here. Number 4. The pilot wore a uniform to fly the plane that was covered in gold buttons. Okay. So the key thing here is covered in gold. So what was covered in gold buttons? Was it the pilot's uniform covered in gold buttons? Or was the plane had gold buttons all over on the outside of the plane? So probably it was the pilot's uniform that was covered in gold buttons. So how would you restructure this sentence to make it a lot more clear about what was actually covered in gold buttons, which was probably the pilot's uniform? Okay. What do you guys think? How would you rephrase this sentence? So maybe I would say the pilot wore a uniform which was covered in gold buttons as he was flying the plane. Let's see. Okay, here we go. So says Ball Hill says the pilot wore a uniform that was covered in gold buttons to fly a plane. Next, Sebastian says the pilot wore a uniform that was covered in gold buttons to fly. Maria, the pilot wore a uniform that was covered in gold buttons to fly the plane. And then Somo says the pilot wore a uniform that was covered in gold buttons to fly the plane. And the pilot wear a uniform covered in gold buttons to fly the plane. Let's see what the answer is. So to fly the plane, the pilot wore a uniform that was covered in gold buttons. Okay, so this is one way to say it. Now let's go to number 5. 3 homes were reported burned by the fire department in July. 3 homes were reported burned by the fire department. Ooh. Okay, now this one's kind of funny because it sounds like the fire department burned the house. Okay, but obviously that's not the case because the firefighters or the fire department, they help buildings, to stop being burned. So how would you rephrase this to make it clear that the fire department didn't burn the homes, but maybe they were merely reporting on the fact that 3 homes had burnt in July? And I may have just said the answer. So what do you guys think? What's the answer? Okay. Su Sung Su says the fire department was reported that 3 homes burnt in July. I would say the fire department reported that 3 homes burned in July. Yeah, you can say burned or burnt. I think that's the difference between American and British English. So says 3 homes were burned that reported by the fire department in July. So Mo says the fire department reported that 3 homes were burned in July. Okay, now let's see what the answer is. So the fire department reported 3 homes burned in July. Okay, that one's a lot more clear. All right, so now we're going to get into the essay part of this. Okay, so this is the most important thing about this course, is to make sure you guys understand the structure of the essay. So again, I said this before, but I'll say it again. And I have students do this, even though I explain don't write one big paragraph. Make sure you separate out everything. So remember, one paragraph has one idea. Okay. Okay. So what you're going to have here, we're going to start off with your introductory paragraph, body paragraph 1, body paragraph 2, and then your conclusion. Okay. So again, if you memorize this structure that I'm teaching you, guarantee you will do well on the IELTS test. All right. And so I know if you guys come to Rank Street University, and hopefully we'd love to have everybody come here, but when you take the pre-college course, and then in order to go into the general education college course, you're going to have to take a test like this to prove that you can move up. And so now, since you've already, and if you follow with what I'm telling you about structuring your essay, you have no problem passing the writing part of the assessment in order to take general education English courses. Okay, all right, so here we go. So the IELTS-based opinion essay should have 4 paragraphs, like I said. The first paragraph is the introductory paragraph. This paragraph should have 3 sentences. And again, like what I said, you have the paraphrase question, you have the thesis statement, you have your outline statement. Okay, so what I want you guys to do is today we're going to do something a little different. Now that everybody knows how, or hopefully you know how to write an IELTS-based opinion essay, we're going to practice today on writing your paraphrase statement. Okay, so this would be an example of a prompt that you would be given. Okay, so this is this week's topic. Okay, so it says children are generally more successful in foreign language studies than adults. Thus, it is better to learn languages in childhood. Do you agree or disagree? Okay, so what this is saying is that children are basically they're better at learning a language than adults. All right. So now, what I want everyone here in your chat box, I want you to type only one sentence. So I want you to type a sentence that would paraphrase this statement. Okay. So it looks like you have 2 sides to this. People who think children are better at learning a language, or people who think adults are better at learning languages. So now I want everybody to let's write one sentence paraphrasing this scenario. Okay? So in your chat box, let's type this. Hopefully the lag is not so bad here. Looks like there's a little bit of a lag, about 10 seconds. So then Su Sung Su says, I did agree because our brain works better when we are young. Okay, but Su Sung Su, that may be more in line with the next sentence, which is your thesis statement. Okay, this one we're not talking about what we believe. Okay, this for the first when you write the paraphrase question, this is a sentence that we're gonna summarize what they're saying, which is that children learn languages better, or adults learn languages better. Okay. And then so Mo says the first stage of our life, the childhood, is the best stage to learn for the foreign language. So again, Mo, that's the same thing. That sounds like your thesis statement, what you believe. Okay. So in the first sentence, we're not stating what we believe. What we just want to do is we want to paraphrase this question. Okay. Yeah. So it looks like all of you, what you're doing is you're stating your opinion. So we don't want to state our opinion yet in our essay. So that's the next sentence. What we want to do here is we just want to paraphrase the information. So just summarize the question. Okay. So I'll give you guys the example here. So it is often argued that children are better suited to effectively learn foreign languages, while others believe that adults may learn a new language more seamlessly. Okay? Oh, here we go. There's Maria says, it is said that children can consume more languages in their brains than adults do. Okay, so Maria, that would be another example of a good paraphrase question. Okay? So in the first sentence, I want to make clear, it's not our opinion that we want to say, or it's not our thesis statement what we want to say. Okay? In the first sentence, all we're doing is we're just trying to paraphrase information. Okay? So what this is doing is this is showing the person who reads your essay, the assessor, they want to understand that you understand or that you comprehend the argument of you have two sides here. People who think adults learn a language better or children. Okay? So yeah, just keep that in mind when you write your essay. Yeah, don't mention your beliefs yet. Just paraphrase the situation or the question. All right? Okay. Now we're going to get into the second question, which is the thesis statement. Okay, so this is what you believe. Okay, and it contains a topic sentence and an opinion. Okay, and this one would be: this essay agrees with the idea that unlike adults, children can learn a new language much more effectively, and the younger they begin learning, typo there. The younger they begin learning, it is the more fluent they become. Sorry, typo there. It should be the younger they begin learning, it is the more fluent that they become. Okay? So this is how you write your thesis statement. Okay? So what I would do, you use this pattern here. Okay? So for the first sentence, you're just restating the situation. Start off with, it is argued that, or it is believed that, or many people believe that. Okay? Start the sentence off that way. And then your second sentence, again, I would not say, I believe that, or I think that, because that's not really interesting for the reader if only one person believes something. But if there are many people believe it, then that's more compelling. So then I would start off with your thesis statement. Say, this essay agrees with the idea that. That sounds that maybe there's more people believe this than just one person. So again, don't say I think that or I believe that. Start off your thesis statement with, this essay agrees with the idea that, or this essay disagrees with the idea that. Okay? All right. And then sentence number 3, this is the outline statement. Okay? So this right here, this is where you're going to be introducing your topic sentences for your body paragraph 1 and body paragraph 2. Okay? So first, children can remember more vocabulary words a lot quicker than adults. And second, children are able to learn a new language with limited or no foreign accent. Okay? So what this is stating, this is letting the assessor know, okay? So the first part of the sentence, that's going to be your topic sentence 1. And the second part, that's going to be topic sentence 2. Okay? So you've already got pretty much your essay already halfway finished. But by the time you finish your introductory paragraph, okay? Then what we do, we go into this is the whole introductory paragraph. So it is often argued that children are better suited to effectively learn foreign languages, while others believe that adults may learn a new language more seamlessly. This essay agrees with the idea that, unlike adults, children can learn a new language much more efficiently, and the younger they begin learning, it is the more fluent they may become. Or how about, maybe I just change that. The younger they begin learning, how about just get rid of the word it? That sounds a lot better. So, and the younger they begin learning, the more fluent they may become. All right? And first, children can remember more vocabulary words a lot quicker than adults. And second, children are able to learn a new language with limited or no foreign accent. So what I'll do is, before I send you guys this PowerPoint, I'm going to take out the word it. So the younger they begin learning, the more fluent they may become. Okay, now we're going to get into the body paragraph 1. So again, only 3 sentences. You have the topic sentence, explanation, and example. Okay. Topic sentence 1. Again, we already wrote that in the introductory paragraph. Okay. First of all, children are able to utilize much more vocabulary words naturally when compared to adults. So what I did was, if you look back here, all right. First, children can remember more vocabulary words a lot quicker than adults. So what I did was I changed it a little bit. I didn't keep it word for word. So I kept it the same general idea, but I paraphrase. I use some synonyms, okay? So you want to do that. You don't want to keep, you don't want to have your topic sentence word for word from your outline statement, okay? All right, now we go into sentence number 2, explanation. So this is just where we expand a little bit on the topic sentence. When exposed to different environments, children are able to remember various types of vocabulary words in varying contexts. Okay? Then example, we give an example. So for example, children are able to recall foreign vocabulary words in both formal and informal contexts, especially slang words, which is true. Because you hear a lot of younger people, they'll be using more slang words versus adults. They won't understand sometimes. Okay. All right, next. Here we go. So this is the full body paragraph. First of all, children are able to utilize much more vocabulary words naturally when compared to adults. When exposed to different environments, children are able to remember various types of vocabulary words in varying contexts. For example, children are able to recall foreign vocabulary words in both formal and informal contexts, especially slang words. All right, so one thing I want to talk about in this situation are the sequence markers. Like, for example, first of all, okay? So there are different ways you can do this, all right? So you can, you can say first of all, second of all, or you can just say first, second, third. You can also say firstly, secondly, thirdly. For me, I prefer just to use first, second, and third. The reason behind this is because that can be used, first, second, third. That can be used if you're going to have more than 2 body paragraphs. So if you're just going to have 2 body paragraphs, you can use either one. First, second, third, firstly, secondly, or first of all, second of all. But if you're going to have more body paragraphs, I would recommend don't use firstly, secondly. Because firstly, secondly, that's okay. That's okay. Firstly, secondly, thirdly, okay. But if you go firstly, secondly, thirdly, fourthly, fifthly, sixthly, I have never heard that used before. So firstly, secondly, thirdly, that's okay. But if you go beyond that, fourthly, that sounds a little unnatural. Fifthly, no. Sixthly, definitely not. Okay. So I would recommend if it's just going to be 2 body paragraphs, that's okay. But if you're going to have multiple paragraphs, stick with first, second, and third. Okay. All right. Okay. So now we get into body paragraph 2. So again, body paragraph 2, it has the exact same structure as body paragraph 1. Excuse me. Yeah, I think the air in this room is very, very dusty. Okay, so you have the structure is the same. You have 3 sentences: topic sentence, explanation, example. Okay, and we already wrote our topic sentence in the introductory paragraph. So, second of all, in terms of pronunciation, children are able to learn a new language with little or no foreign accent, which is true, because you'll find these little kids, they'll be speaking fluently in many different languages, versus when I used to teach English in Japan, and I worked at an English conversation school, and you would find this cute little girl. She's only 3 years old, speaks perfect English, and then she's also translating for her mother. Very, very, very cute, really, really good English. But then I would teach in the evenings. I would teach older Japanese people, and they would be in their 70s and just barely. And they come each week for many 10 years. They've been coming to class at this school, but their English didn't improve. So, which is true. I do believe that the earlier you learn a language, the easier it is to understand it. So, like with me, I got introduced to Japanese language early on. So I can speak. I forgot a lot of Japanese, but I can speak conversational Japanese. Versus my mother, she tried to learn Japanese, and not gonna happen. So yeah, but okay. Now let's keep going here. Question number 2. Oh, sorry. Sentence 2. So again, this is where explanation. This is where we expand a little bit on the topic. Sentence. So in some cases, okay, this is what I just was talking about. In some cases, adults can spend a lifetime trying to master a second language. Ooh, my goodness. And in some cases, not is cases, and in some cases, they never do. Whereas children can pick up a new language in a matter of months. Okay, so that's error number 2 for me. Sorry about that. So I'll change this before I send the PowerPoint and the worksheet to you guys. So, and in some cases, they never do, whereas children can pick up a new language in a matter of months. Okay? Now the example. For example, some native speakers are unaware that some children are not native speakers due to the fact of their perfect pronunciation, which is very surprising. Is that some people, like in America, some people, they don't realize is that these little kids, they're actually from another country, but they learned English at such an early age, their pronunciation was perfect. And many times you'll see, especially like where I lived in America, we had a lot of people from Mexico in my home state. And I would see a lot of my friends who were from Mexico. I see them at the store with their parents. And my friend, he would speak Spanish to his mother, because maybe his mother couldn't speak English very well. But then he would speak English to his friends. So, yeah, at home, speaking Spanish, but then at school with his friends, he had perfect English. So I'm assuming he may have moved to America at a very young age. All right. So then for the body paragraph 2, the full body paragraph. So second of all, in terms of pronunciation, children are able to learn a new language with limited or no foreign accent. In some cases, adults can spend a lifetime trying to master a second language. And in some cases, they never do, whereas children can pick up a new language in a matter of months. For example, some native speakers are unaware that children are not native speakers due to the fact of their perfect pronunciation. All right, so that's finished body paragraph 2. Now the conclusion, again, the conclusion, it's going to be very, very short. So what we have here, and so now we must write our concluding paragraph for our agree or disagree essay. All right. Oh my goodness. Only 16 people here now. Okay. All right. Now, so again, only 2 sentences. We have summary of the main points. So we're just going to summarize your topic sentences. Okay. Whoopsie. And then we're going to have next one here. Whoopsie. Then we have your opinion. Okay. So sentence 1. Here we go. So in conclusion, children are able to learn a second language. Oh, not lunch. Not lunch. It should be much more efficiently. So many typos here. Okay, so in conclusion, children are able to learn a second language much more efficiently than an adult can based on language acquisition and fluency. So that's another one I have to fix. So I got 3 mistakes I got to fix before I send this to you guys. All right, then your opinion. So given these facts, the earlier children are introduced to a foreign language, the better the chance they can master it, and in the end, they can better prepare for their future. So this would be the full concluding paragraph. In conclusion, children are able to learn a second language much more efficiently than an adult can based on language acquisition and fluency. Given these facts, the earlier children are introduced to a foreign language, the better the chance they can master it, and in the end, they can better prepare for their future. Okay, all right, so that's it for this class. What I'll do, I'll have to fix a couple things on the PowerPoint before I send it out. So I'll send it tonight about 9 o'clock. And also have to fix the paper here. So let me show you the paper here. Oopsie. Oh my goodness. Did I close it? I closed it. Here, let me open it up again real quick. And let me see here. Here we go. Whoopsie. Too big. Here we go. Okay, so this right here, and I'll send this out to you tonight on line. Okay, so this is just the structure of the essay. Key point number 1: make sure you write at least 250 words, and then for the first version, so indenting. So this is the first version. So you want to indent the first line of each paragraph. Then you don't need to put a space between the paragraphs. But if you don't want to indent, that's fine. Then just make sure you do something like this. Okay, where they have the extra line between the paragraphs. So what I would do when you submit your homework to me on Microsoft Forms, since it's all online, okay, I would use this version right here because it's very clear. It lets me understand, okay, this is your introductory paragraph. This is your body paragraph 1, body paragraph 2, conclusion. Very neat and clean and understandable, okay? So I know I said this before, that you will not be graded on your handwriting, okay? In theory, okay? But when you take the IELTS test, the person that's going to read it, they may, if they find it very difficult to read, you may get a lower score. Okay, so your writing, it's going to be based on 4 things. It's going to be based on the task achievement, your grammar, vocabulary, and cohesion. Okay, maybe next week we'll talk about. I'll talk about cohesion too. Oops, not that finger, but I will talk about cohesion next week. So we'll introduce some phrasal verbs, which is what we talked about earlier today, like stand up, sit down, get over. And then we'll also talk a little bit about cohesion. Okay, so make sure you guys understand that. Because when you do take the IELTS test, again, they're going to grade you 4 things. Task achievement, grammar, vocabulary, and then cohesion. All right? Okay, so do you guys have any questions? So for let's see who 16 people are here now. Okay, that's good. So, do you guys have any questions for me? You want to type in the chat box? So while I'm waiting for you guys to type no, no, we have no questions. I'm just gonna summarize what I'm gonna do is I'm going to I'll post the pre-writing activity and the essay writing. I'll post that on the big line group. Okay, that way everybody can get it Sunday night. But what I want you to do is, but maybe you go through the writing exercise by yourself and fill in the answers. For the essay, you can write your essay, but then give it to your mentor, and then they'll give you feedback on it. That may actually make the process. You actually may get your feedback back sooner in this process, since you're going to write your essay. You're going to get it Sunday, and then you can get feedback, and then after you get the feedback from your peer mentor, then you can type it up again, and then when you get my link, I'm going to post the link every Friday night at 9 o'clock. Then you can just cut and paste. Boom! You can be done. You can be done with your homework. So it looks like, ooh, we have someone by the name of Family Memory Channel. Okay. Maria says, no, I have no questions for you because your explanation are all super clear and easy to understand. Okay, thank you. And again, everybody, again, if you're not happy with your mentor, if you would like a different mentor, okay, could I explain modifier again? Yeah, basically what we're talking about, modifier is when you just give more information about something, and you want to make sure that when you add information, it's clear for the reader to understand. So like remember the guy, he said he painted a girl who was on a step. So the problem was that we didn't know who was sitting on the step. Was it the painter sitting on a step, or was it the girl that was sitting on the step? So that's the biggest thing when you're using modifiers. You want to make sure you're using them clearly so the reader understands who or what you're talking about. Okay, Maria says bye-bye. Okay, all right, so I guess we're finished for today. And good luck. Yeah, and again, one last time. If you're not happy with your mentor, or if you like a different mentor, that's okay. Please let me know, okay? Because I want to make sure everybody's happy in this program, and I want to make sure everybody can reach their goals of being able to academically enroll in a Thai university. Hopefully ranks at university, but okay, any university is fine. All right, so okay. All right, so I'll see you next time. All right, so bye-bye.